Good evening, swingers, how are we? It's been a ride. It has been a ride. I'm back doing videos. I'm just going to be straight up with you and honest. It's been a bit of a brutal time. Obviously, some of you know I'm at university. Study and things like that. It's coming up to the end of the semester. That was a wee bit heavy. For somebody that's not really a fantastic studier, it's kind of caught up with me. Unfortunately, my dad was diagnosed with prostate cancer a couple of weeks ago. It was out of the blue, as any diagnosis like that is. He was pretty much taken straight in for surgery. He's had his surgery and he's on the mend, so he's doing absolutely fantastic. He's trained and he's been lifting weights all his life, so his body's actually quite strong and quite resilient. So I'm pretty sure you can understand why I've not been in a rush to get many videos done. Plus university, plus the fact the weather's been absolutely shocking. I've not managed to get out in the course and I lost my swing. It's just been a collective big bundle of crap that it's caused me not to post any videos. So apologies to anyone out there. I have had a couple of questions asking if I'm alright. I'm perfectly fine. I'm fine. As I said, it's just been a bit of a testing time. So anyway, I'm back doing videos for the now. As you know, the last video I put out was about my swing lost, or me losing my swing. It's actually been a very, very good process to do. It's something which I probably recommend some of you to do anyway, is go back to basics, because that's what I've had to do. I've completely had to strip back everything, absolutely everything about the swing. It's as if I've picked up a club for the very, very first time. I was actually that bad at looking at a golf ball thinking, what do I do? Seriously, what do I do? Part of the problem is with weather like this, you're hitting off mats. When you hit off mats, you've not got the forgiveness of going through the ground. So if you hit behind the ball, which I was doing quite a lot of, your club's going to deflect up a lot quicker and hit the ball incorrectly. It was really, really bad. To the point that every shot was becoming a shank. And I was going to a driving range that was like £10 for 100 balls. Literally 90 of them were down the drain. It was horrendous, really, really was bad. So I went on a lesson, and that was in my past video I spoke to you about. I went to a guy called Gary Taggart. He's a PGA professional based in Cambuslang in Glasgow. Phenomenal, really, really good. We spoke in length on the phone about my swing and the problems that I might be facing. Literally on the phone, he turned around and says, I know what your problem is, I know what it is. You'll be coming too far round. You're not coming up to me. And I explained about me being told to lift my shaft up. And he says, no. He says, you need to lift your swing up, not your shaft. Your shaft can be whatever, as long as at the point of hitting the ball, it's in a specific way. So I liked that. So I went to see Gary. Fantastic facility he's got in Cambuslang. It's an old renovated church, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to put his links down below. So we're into a simulator and straight away I'm on the mat and I'm thinking, oh, here we go. So I had actually 3 or 4 okay shots. So the first one he looks at is impact. The second one is swing plane. So he's wanting to see that you're going up at one swing plane and down the same swing plane. There's no variation of coming over the top or around, whatever it may be. That's what I'm going to talk about. And the third one is about being flat-footed at the point of address, through the swing, and then at impact, and then obviously your trail foot will lift up and follow through your swing. So he's wanting to see a flat-footed golfer. That's something I didn't really bother with. I was okay balance-wise. He pointed out very, very quickly that my swing plane was wrong. What he didn't just do is go, try this. This is going to help you. This will fix you. The first one was to make sure that I'm taking away more on the outside. I'm causing my club to kind of go out as if like a shovel. That's what I'm trying to imagine in my head. I'm shoveling the club away. I'm not taking it round me, and it then caused my sway to stop. So I stopped to sway. It was more of a turn, right? And that was because I was coming out and I wasn't coming round. The only parts he was interested in was when my club was here and when my club was here. When I'm in my backswing, he's not interested in where that club goes, right? The most important part for him is from address to the kind of first parallel, and then when you're coming back down again, he's wanting to know that when you impact the ball and then you're coming up to the opposite parallel with your club. He's just wanting to know that that's on an okay swing plane, because if those bits are okay, doesn't really matter what you do with the top bit. That's an easy fix, that's later on. He also pointed out that when I'm addressing the ball, my club face is too open. And what I was actually doing is I was getting into an impact position. So at the point of setting up, my hands were forward. This isn't an iron. My hands are forward, causing the club face to open. So when I was coming back round again, I was going to get some weak shots that were drifting off to the right, which I was finding I was doing. Is he just got me to turn my toe in on my club and put my ball more in line with my heel of my left foot, which is my lead foot. So within seconds, I was hitting nippy shots. And I couldn't actually fathom how this was working. This was something that was so new to me. I've been playing the game for 10 years plus, and this was the first time somebody told me my ball position was too far back. So that was pretty much it. That was my lesson. It was getting me on the swing plane. I think he was expecting my swing plane to be the same, but my swing plane actually sorted itself because I felt like my ball was further forward, meaning that I didn't want to sway away from the ball, because if I swayed it, I knew I was creating too much of a gap between me and the ball. So there was this feeling of an elastic band being attached to my foot, and I was pulling it up. And see, when I say I was coming up, that's the motion I had to get rather than round. Just to test it, and this is something you can do at home as well, is get a club and go up against a wall if you can. If you're outside, go up against a wall. Just take the club back slowly and just notice your elbow making contact with the wall and then your club. If you're making contact with the wall before the top of your backswing, you're coming too far round. That's something that I'm going to need to just keep going back and doing. I was doing it at the driving range earlier. Looked a bit stupid, but when you've got a face like this, you can kind of get away with it. But I was simply just moving the club away, making sure that this elbow's staying in front of my belly and I'm bringing the club up rather than round. Good wee tip to do, just to make sure that you're still on that swing plane. So I'm going to show some driving range shots. This is me at the driving range earlier on the day. Excuse the belly, this top is far too tight. I'm wearing a wee kind of Under Armour thing under it because it was absolutely freezing. Have a wee look and just see, or maybe see if I can compare the swings, put my old swing up compared to the way I'm hitting it now. I was pretty much back to where I wanted my driver to be, and again that was all down to getting some right good lean, actually exaggerating the lean sometimes because it was keeping my body back. Right, so let's have a look at the driving range footage. I'll put maybe a drive and a couple of iron shots up just to see. Have a wee look, and again, put in the comments below if you guys see anything that you think I should be doing. I'm happy with it so far. It's certainly a much better improvement than shanking 99.9% of your shots. Alright, not bad. It's not bad. Definitely does need improvement, but I've got the winter to sort that out. So I'm going to do a couple more driving range sessions and just see if I can improve in that. Starting to working on twisting, you know, getting that hip going, because I'm a wee bit too stiff now. So you might see a couple of them, I'm doing wee dances before I hit the shot. That's just simply to get the shoulders moving and the arms moving, so I'm not so rigid. That was a big killer in my game, still is a big killer in my game. So last thing I'm going to talk about is pitch whiz. So what this is a pitch whiz divot tool. You've got your standard divot tool, you've got a club holder for resting your club on when you're on the green, magnetic ball marker, alignment aid, so it's like 4 or 5 in one. It's genuinely a cracking wee bit of kit. I've got one, this is mine, right? This is the one I'm going to be using, and this is the one you can win, right? So it says winner on it. Pitch whiz, winner. Okay, I think it's great. The guys over at Pitch Whiz made this up for me, so I've not managed to get the video done sooner than this. All you have to do is like the page, so Andy Plays Golf, it should be on the screen there now. Like the post and tag someone down below. That's it. Don't know when it's going to run, all the details will be in the post. I've actually not even done it yet, So it should hopefully be out soon. It'll be out before this video goes out anyway, so yeah, go and check it out. Right, well thank you very much for tuning in. Apologies it's not been a golf video. Me and Wilson are going to be going to the simulator at some point over the next week. Not 100% sure on date or actually what we're going to do. We did go there last time and play Augusta, but that was the start of my problems with my swing. I'm not even going to post a video. It was shocking. It was embarrassing to be actually playing that bad in the simulator. So we'll go back. I don't think we're going to be playing a full course. We've only got a couple hours there. So maybe what we'll do is we'll play a couple of holes at a course. We're going to be doing some gap testing on Wilson's Cali irons. We're going to be doing a swap test. So we're going to be playing, I'm going to be playing his Cali irons. He'll be playing my Wilson's and just check out the numbers. We're also going to be getting some proper data on the Slazenger golf ball. That'll be good. I'm looking for some spin rates, some distances. What difference is there in a Slazenger to say a Pro V1, right? We'll maybe do comparisons like that. Stupid, ridiculous comparison, but who's done it? I don't think anybody's compared a Pro V1 and a Slazenger. It's going to be good. Next year's going to be fun. I'm going to do a video in the next week about hopes for the channel. I want you to get involved in that. I want your input as to what you guys want to see. Less in my kitchen. We're going to have less in my kitchen. When the weather brightens up, it's no problem at all. As it stands now, I can't get out, so apologies. Right, I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Thank you very much for tuning in if you did. If this is your first time to the channel, I'm Andy Plays Golf. Really badly, in brackets I should change it to. I try and play golf. This is your channel, it's my channel, it's everyone's. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Give the video a like down below, leave your comments, and I'm happy to see everybody's name again. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting some videos done. So fingers crossed all goes well. But take care of yourselves, guys. Behave, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, see you later.